Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180, 11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow on the RPO, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Going up top. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Saints nothing. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Looking to put a drive together.
Cowboy 80.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Okay, great.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Gun.
Now it's Burrow. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The Giants at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Saints, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team did.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 14-0. A nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 30-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's go now. 19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender because that's about as easy.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Still going. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, see, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'm overused that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ball under 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. And they'll try to run the option here. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
21-0 our score after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now it's Burrow. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to play it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On one, ready? 11. Gun. 11 MT, take. Right 80. 11 MT. That.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and 4.
Here we go. That.
Once more with Harvey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second and 10.
11. Here we go. That. White 80. What is that? That.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
19, Tiger, 19,
Now the first carry here for the running back. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17.
Saints 17.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. R.J. Harvey, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. Ryland on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Giants 28, Saints 17.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
Well, he's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready? 70.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Go!
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Let's go now.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. But he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From a yard out. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 28-24 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Just set. 180. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got Bellinger. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Burrow looking to pass. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
180.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he will be brought down as time is now run out possession. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2nd and 15. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 45 yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they finally put it into this return. Not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Saquon Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
On one, ready?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
12.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Here we go.
They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, you want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Let's go. Broncos.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 10. Oh, what a move. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On one, right?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Sheds off the tackle. Still on his feet. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Saints 27. Chad Ryland.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Cougar 19. 18. 5 in.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now Burrow changing things up here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
11.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
Again, it's Harvey. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so?
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. A solid stiff arm. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this night.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal. At the 7-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They hand off to their big tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
11, Thomas. Gun stop.
Harvey will take it in for the Giants touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. 70. No. 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide shot.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? 70 Lions. Past the 60. Past the 60.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Can. Start.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Giants,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
and they'll get to stay home again